Hello, everyone. Today is March 23rd, and that's the official community meeting for Project Harbor. My name is Olim Vasiliev, and I'm the community manager. That's official CNCF meeting, so please follow the code of conduct. And simple words, just behave and be nice to the rest of the crowd. With that, I've sent a link to everyone in the chat room for the meeting notes. So if you have anything to discuss for today, please do so by adding it there. I've added a few topics that I want to discuss with you today. Let me try to find the proper window to share. Without going first on the agenda that is primarily on my topics today, anyone wants to announce something and want to say something that is not over here?
Hi, it's Stone. I will introduce the audit log proposal in this meeting.
Can you please add that thing on the last line with a link to the proposal?
Okay, I'll send you in a Slack.
Yeah, you can edit that page on your own if you want. And just add yourself and your topic. That would be great.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. So a few things from my side. We have finalized finalized is a very strong word, but we kind of have an idea what we will be doing at KubeCon. We will have in-person kiosk in the afternoons. At least one afternoon we will be there with Vadim. So I'm looking for volunteers. If someone will be at the venue in Valencia around 20th of May until 20th, will be great to meet there. I'm planning also to organize some kind of gathering there, like a breakfast or something like that, with contributors, users, maintainers, everyone who is interested in the project. So if someone feels like talkative and wants to chat, just pass by the kiosk and we will be there. You can set up a shift for yourself if you want to talk to customers, users, and other contributors as well. Also, I'm gonna order some swag for the event. I think I'll order some T-shirts and some stickers. So if someone wants to add something to that list of swag that I think I can order, please add it over here on that line so we know what other preferences we have. On the other side, we have one slot for virtual office hours. That will be on the Wednesday morning, right after the keynotes. It's already accepted, so you can book your calendar for that time. It should be in the agenda very soon. With that, in this one, everyone is welcome to join. There's a list of panelists who are going to talk. For now, we have a few folks from VMware, and we have one person from Container Registry. If someone else from the maintainers list or contributors wants to join that and to represent himself and the organization that he works in, please drop me a line so we can figure this out. It's a bit late, but I think we can figure out something. So next one is this one. I'm still not in the maintainers CSV file at CNCF. I asked Alex Xu to open a PR for me, but he didn't do it. So anyone can volunteer. It would be great if someone from the maintainers list, it should be a maintainer, can open a PR there. Otherwise, I cannot drive most of these topics, like everything organized with the CNCF. Right now, I'm doing it because they know me that I'm doing this job, but it's not a kind of official thing to do right now. So if someone feels like having 2 minutes to open a PR there for me, would be great. Thank you, Tiana.
I'll do it.
Thanks. Next one. I was expecting someone to be joining this call to talk about it, but obviously I'm not maybe that won't happen. But Roger, he's a PM from VMware. He'll be taking the role for PM lead for the project. instead of in the place of Alex Shu. So I've opened a PR over here in the community repo to change that and to be official. Roger is in the US, so I'm not sure if that time frame that we have right now it's good for him or not. But he didn't join for the last couple of times, so I'm gonna have a meeting with him tomorrow, so we can check about that.
Yeah, the time is not good for him, I think.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. So yeah, the next one. Yeah, sorry, I added quite a few stuff over here. For the KubeCon and for the volunteering on the kiosk and the overall presence of the maintainers at KubeCon, I tried to contact every single maintainer listed in the maintainers team, and some of them answered to me, some of them didn't. So I have a general question: what we do with inactive maintainers, because I see some very active folks and others are not that very active. So what we do, that's an open question for everyone. Shall we move the inactive ones into down to add them to the Emeritus list, or what we want to do with this one? For me personally, if someone is inactive and will be inactive for the rest of the time, for example, until the end of the year, it's better to keep the list of maintainers short and active instead of having like 20 people and most of them are just there not doing anything. So I'm going to open issue this one for this one, so we can discuss it if you want. Because we have to be good citizens of the open source and give place to newcomers. And two last things is one of if we have some update on the Postgres alternatives for database backend, and the last one is the release date for 2.5. Do we have a date? So let's go with the 2.5 first. Do we have, it was supposed to be 21st, then it was moved due to the notary stuff. Now, do we have a date?
Yeah, Ollie, this is Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for 2.5, last week when we use, to do some CV scanning, there are 3 new CV found, whose actually the VSS score is pretty high. It's 9.8. So we need to wait the Photon team, the best image of Harbor, to fix those CVE, so they can we can use the best image based on that. So to tentatively the release date, you still need to to postpone a few days. We target to tentatively release it maybe next week. We suppose those CVE can be fixed by them this week. So next week is the target for 2.5.
Okay. By next week, we don't mean, for example, Friday, right?
I think, yeah, we try to avoid that, but we really do not want to postpone this release to April, right? So we will try to release it in March.
Okay.
So
Okay.
probably maybe in Wednesday, Thursday, once that get ready.
Okay. Just please notify me and Abigail before we release, so we can wrap up everything around the announcement, tweets, documentation, sync with Roger as well.
Yeah, we will.
Exactly. We have to work hard on this process because otherwise we look bad just in the in the user's eyes that we release every now and then without actually notifying everyone. So let's work on this one and fix this process in general. Thanks a lot.
Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, if we have any update on the Postgres / MariaDB, MySQL, Cockroach, whatever alternatives, can someone summarize very quickly if we have some progress there or not? Okay. Okay, so I'm done with my topics. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for this item, do you mean that the multiple DB support proposal?
Yep.
Yeah, we did some developer discuss this week with the Tencent, who is the author of that proposal, to discuss some more details on implementation. And we just this is the first round discussed this week, and we have some general idea about how to do the implementation based on their proposal, and they will continue to updating their proposal, and eventually we will put it on a community meeting to present the whole idea and what we want to do and what will to ship about this item.
Okay, so that means the discussion is ongoing, and yeah, I was not expecting to have like a full description of the solution already. I was just asking if you folks are moving forward with this discussion, because came out that's a very hot topic for many people. So I'm interested if there's an ongoing discussion about this one.
Yeah, we have already created a working group, and if somebody have interest on that, then just join our Slack channel to have discuss with us.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll add the Slack channel over here. Okay, so I'm done with this one. I think Stone is the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing, so you can share and talk about your thoughts.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. I'm Stone. And now I will introduce the proposal of the purge and the forward audit log. As we know, the audit log record the user push, pull, and delete the image operation in Hubble. There are some issues opened in GitHub related to the audit log, because the total record size might increase very quickly and consume a large amount of disk space. And in some environment, it may consume 10 gigabyte to 20 gigabyte. And also consume a lot of I/O time to write the record. And it might exacerbate the performance issue in a heavy load system. In a typical hub server, most of the requests are pull requests, and it might record in every pull request in the audit log. But the most important log is the create and delete operation on the images. And in this proposal, we are going to provide a way to alleviate the current audit log issue. Sorry, I need to open the document. In this proposal, we provide a way to solve this issue. This solution could be described into two parts. First is to create a job service to purge the audio log data. And the second is to provide an approach to forward the audio log to external log endpoint, such as log inside and log stash. For the first part, we are going to implement our purge data job service. It could schedule or run on demand with some parameter, such as the retention hours and the operations need to be removed. For the second part, we are going to provide an audio logger, which could log the audio related logs. If the audio log forward endpoint is configured, then it will forward the audio log to the specified endpoint. And also, we are going to provide an option to disable the existing audio logger in the database. If it is enabled, then there is no audio log in the database, and the previous impact on the database may be eliminated. When the log is forward to the log endpoint, then it could be retrieved in the UI. For example, the log inside there, it has a interface to query the logs. Let's talk about the UI changes if we introduce this feature. Because there is no mockup in currently, we have no mockup, but we have a similar feature, garbage collection. If we have to add a audio log tab, we will add a audio log configuration, and it may include 3 parts. Currently, GC only 3 tab. For the first tab is the purge job tab. In this tab, the purge job will have some configuration items. First one is the retention hour, the audio log retention hour. The default is 0, means that we don't have no purge operations, and this value can be changed by the administrator. And the second configuration item is the audio log, include operations. If there is no sorry. If there is if no operation is defined, then it will purge all the operation. If the specified operation, such as the pool, is specified, then only the pool operation will be purged. And the third one is the audio log pool job schedule. The audio log pool schedule is similar to the GC schedule. It can be scheduled hourly and weekly or custom stream. And it can be scheduled on demand or without schedule. And after it is executed, there is a execution history and its logs. And this is the second tab. And the third tab is the audio log forward endpoint configuration. In the audio log forward endpoint configuration, we there are 3 configuration items. The first one is no audio log in the database. It means that when you select and when you enable it, the audio log will not log to the database. And the second one is the log level. The current log level can be defined as info and debug. If debug is defined, the audio log is level is debug, then more detailed information can be dumped to the audio log. And the third one is the log forward endpoint. The audio log forward endpoint can be a syslog server. And if you are using install Harbor with .compose, the default value is Harbor log. This is the default value. For other UI changes, currently there are some legacy UI display the audio log, but currently if we select not record the audio log in database, then this UI should be hidden. This is the logs, and the logs for the single project. There is for each project, they also have a log. If we disable the audio log, log the audio log in database, then this tab should be hidden. In this proposal, we will not cover how to extend the audio log to add more information, such as the user authentication failure and some user project member related change. This is not the current proposal scope. That's all for the current proposal. If you have any suggestion or comments, please raise it leave it in a PR. This is the PR.
Thank you very much. Anyone wants to discuss that thing?
Dajun, can you just also add some user stories in your proposal? Like what does the system mean can do, and they can configure something in the UI to about yeah.
Okay, I understand. I think most of the user story are related to sysadmin, the administrator.
And
that,
yeah.
The administrator can disable or configure something, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Another thing is that since the audio log will introduce one more system level job. I mean the audio log job, right?
Yeah.
To ensure the system or the internal Harbor job have enough worker to execute these jobs, and we want to do isolation. I mean, we want to introduce a new standalone job queue for internal job used only, right?
Yeah, but it's not in the scope of the current proposal.
Okay, so if it is not in this proposals, can you just add a non-goal for this? And so we can have some other discussion on how to enhance job service to introduce a new or a separate queue for Harbor internal job used only, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And please, can you please also add some scenario about how does system switch the audio log mode? I mean, if I configure this audio log use database, but what about if I switch from database to forward a system endpoint. And so what will happen and after I switch that model? So please add some description on that.
Okay.
Another point is about the impact of existing hardware users. Since we want to use this feature to mitigate the audit log table size. I mean, there are actually lots of records in the database table. So we want to use the this job to mitigate the this problem. So can you add some description about will it impact the upgrade scenario for existing hardware users? And
currently, there is no impact because if the user did not configure any log forward or any purge log of the job, the previous audit log will keep in the database and it works as it was.
So the default is disabled, right? If I migrate to the latest hardware.
Correct.
And can you also add this into your proposal?
I have already documented in the proposal the default behavior. What I mean. Yeah, if no user upgrade, if a user upgrade a hardware from previous version, the default behavior should be the same as the previous.
Okay, got it. So I have I have another questions for the second unknown goal. Since the purge job will not have user to back up the existing data in the database. So we just engage people to back up their data before they enable the purge settings, right?
I think it is the DBA who decided to back up or not, but we will not provide a tool to. We can add up tooltip or some warning messaging to the user, and before you enable.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I'm just so I just want to. We have some notification for the end user to tell them that if you enable the setting, Harbor will remove some data from the backend. And
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else want to add something or further discuss the topic? Okay. If not, thank you very much, Stone, for showing your proposal. It's in the community repository. It's open PR, so please everyone go there, read it through, and vote or suggest something to it. Okay. I forgot to mention something. Sorry for that. I'm gonna share. I've added it over here. Since yesterday, KubeCon North America in Detroit, the CFP forum is open until May 27th. So everyone, please think about submitting CFP for KubeCon. you can have my support in that. I can review your abstracts and your CFPs before you submitting it. I'm part of the CFP review board for the last 4 KubeCons. And this year I'm going to be a co-chair for KubeCon EU for the track 101. So I'm kind of into the stuff quite a lot. So if you need my help by constructing your CFP, and if you want me to review it, to fix some stuff, and to be more accessible for the other reviewers, please reach out. So we have time, but still think about it. And if someone needs help with that, just reach out and I'll do my best to help you out with your CFP. With that, I had enough topics already.
Oh, Arnie, by the way, just want to check with you about the maintainer tracker session in KubeCon EU. So
yeah.
I'm not sure. Do we check with the maintainer how we will present in this session? In person or virtual?
Maintainer track or the office? I'm sorry, I missed.
Yeah, maintainer tracker session.
Yeah. So there, I think you've submitted. I'm not sure who Jan one. I think submitted this one to be a virtual one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Previously, we don't know if there is any in-person session here, and so I think Ian have submitted a virtual session.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what is the current status.
Yeah, I think we did some discussion on that already. I and Johnny just want to confirm whether we do it virtually or in person. I mean the maintainer track session, and we have already replaced the hoster list.
I barely hear you. You sound like muted a bit. So I'm having a hard time understanding. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. We just want to confirm with you that will we do the maintainer track virtually or in person? And I have already mailed to the CNCF to replace our host with and just add Vadim into the maintainer track list.
Yeah. Since you folks won't be in the Valencia venue, we'll do it virtual. We were thinking if we can do 2 maintainers tracks, one in person, one and one virtual, but yeah, that's not possible. So I asked Vadim to be added, and also he will join through the to the BV portal, and we'll do it like this. And I'll leave it.
Sorry, I recall there is only one maintainer track session.
Yes,
I don't know. Yeah.
I was with the impression that we can have 2, but I was wrong. So in that case, that you cannot be there. Of course, we'll do it virtual. And yeah, if it's going to be a recording or not, you're the one who is receiving the emails about all this, because you registered the maintainers track. So I don't know what are our options there. If we have to do it through BV or we have to pre-record it, I don't know. But
I just registered only one maintainer track session. So I just want to confirm for this one, will we do it in person? Or if so, who will host that session? And
I think I answered that. Since you folks from the China office, you're not able to travel to Valencia.
Yeah.
We will do it virtually, and Vadim will join you in the. I'm not sure what's the format that right now they require it to be a pre-recorded video or it to be like a live stream of this one. You have the emails because you made the registration for this one. So I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, Arnie, so we got your point. Previously, we think you and Vadim maybe will have a in-person session for that, but actually there is only one maintainer tracker session for Harbor project. Yeah, so I think because the maintainer in Beijing cannot travel to Valencia, so it is still will be a virtual session, I think. So I think the maintainer can talk about offline, maybe to provide a recording, and the Vadim will be in that recording, so they can do that together.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know what are the this session, this edition of KubeCon requirements about the maintainer's track. I mean, if we have pre-recording or we can have live stream of your homes. So that's in Jan Wan's email, I think, what we should provide to KubeCon.
Based on our experience, we just provide a record for maintainer track session, and yeah.
Vadim is not here, right?
No, he didn't manage to join, obviously. But yeah, just Jan Wan, since you're organizing this one,
yeah,
please do like a shared chat between me, you, Vadim, and the rest of the team, and we'll figure out the recording. If you want me, I can jump in to talk about the community part as well. And sure. Let's do it like this. Let's take it offline, async in Slack, and we'll do it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
But okay. Hey, Oli, I just hear that Vadim said he can do it in person. So if possible, can you just check with him about that?
You can do it in person. Yeah.
He told me in the Slack. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have already registered this session to be virtual. So
okay. I got you.
Sure if we can change it that easily from virtual to be in person. That's it.
Oh, got it. I don't know either.
We can ask, but I think it doesn't make sense to be in person if only one of the maintainers can be at the conference, and including me. But I don't count. I mean, I can talk stuff, but not about the technical stuff about the project. So, So from my point of view, it doesn't make sense to be in person if we have only Vadim there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. So please open chat or like a new channel or whatever, and we can discuss that. We can create a new channel like Harbor KubeCon prep or whatever, and who wants to be part of that preparation for KubeCon and in general in future, we can facilitate all this effort there. And to have like a backlog of what we have decided. And next time when we have, for example, for Detroit, at some point in time, for example, in a month time, we have to take that decision. Are we going to have maintainers track in person? I hope this time Tienon can join us in Detroit, but I hope the rest of the team around the globe can travel to Detroit. The measures about COVID will be less, so everyone can travel everywhere pretty much. So I hope we can do everything in person, but I don't know. But we have to have a way to facilitate all this one. And one way is to create a new channel like Harbor KubeCon or something and discuss all these topics about the KubeCon or in general appearances around conferences somewhere in Slack, for example. If you think that's a good idea or not.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I will create a channel for that.
Yeah, or I can create it, whoever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like Haber conferences or something like this, and who wants to be involved in that, like a team of going on conferences and talking there, can be joining this channel. And I mean, do you have like a topic separation from the main channel? Otherwise, we'll be flooding the channel too much with unnecessary stuff. Okay. Anyone else wants to share something for today? Nope. Okay, then I'm happy that I can give you 16 minutes back from the hour to enjoy the day, have a coffee or dinner, depends on which part of the world you are. So thank you everyone. Hope to speak again in 2 weeks. And for those who are interested, next week we're gonna have our regular SIGDocs meeting, same time, same place. So please come and join us. We can discuss further what we have in the SIGDocs initiative. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Stone, and thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.